MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you can bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
CC Sabathia is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Mookie Betts.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7:05.
He's swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
And that misses ball 1. Previous history with Sabathia, he's gone 2 for 8. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Urshela has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Batting third, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
First delivery to him on the way. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Betts leads off second with one gone in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Judge is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. At the plate, J.D. Martinez. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. In there, 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. One left. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything, or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Betts, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
The 2-2. And this is popped up near second base. There to take it in is Bogaerts, and that's the first out.
Batting third.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
2-1 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And it's gone as they add still another. solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
The right fielder.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he takes ball 1. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, he's really struggled. 0 for 10. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Judge stands 6'7" as you see him in the right-handed batter's box. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Set to deal on 2-2. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving long enough where he can really hurt you.
From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored. A wild pitch.
The designated hitter.
So digging in now, Torres. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. First pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
The 0-2 delivery. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors in a run. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Previous history with Sabathia, he's totaled 4 hits in 18 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Oh, and 2 the count to Benintendi. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the outfielder who's played for every AL Eastern Division club in his career, Steve Pearce. A ball and no strikes. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side.
Leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Edwin.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Encarnacion.
Fastball in there for a called strike. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez, pretty average results, 4 for 15. He's taken him deep once. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Edwin Encarnacion becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball one. One out, nobody on. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside. Now the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now another 1-2. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. In now, Didi Gregorius will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And there's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. His first homer here in the series as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
D-Rose, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the back rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
And he lays off there 1-0. He'll look to duplicate his first at-bat when he homered to open the inning. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. Devers gloves it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 New York.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Pedroia.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Swung on and missed as Pedroia's retired for the first out. Now to the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Betts is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Striding in, Aaron Hicks, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Here comes the 1-0. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Three and 2 to the Yankees center fielder.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with a full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the 3rd. Digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. And he'll dive back in safely. First pitch on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
On to Pierce at first, and it's a double play. Here's big Aaron Judge. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two out, nobody on. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
This lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Judge, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Rafael Devers, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the first pitch from CC. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. The windup and the 0-1. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. 0-2 coming from Sabathia. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues today. These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though. Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's Sabathia on 1-2. Hot shot down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Made a miss on the off speed pitch that time. J.D. Martinez goes down to become the first out here in the 4th. First pitch of the at bat. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Behind 0-2 now. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Devers rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
Now batting.
Here's Steve Pearce now. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1-0 count. Here it is. 2 balls and no strikes.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Steve Pearce is sent packing for the second out of the inning. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. Sox settle for just the 1. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Yankees.
First pitch on its way.
Waiver.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Into the box, Edwin Encarnacion looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Ready with the 0-2.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Gary Sanchez waits on deck. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. Here's the first pitch to him. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard but foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Out trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now another 2-2. This is line to left. Benintendi is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th. Well, here's the left-handed hitting shortstop Didi Gregorius now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
This is a spot right here playing first base. You have to really be on your toes. With a runner on first, a left-handed hitter up in a 2-0 count, there's a pretty good chance if he hits this, he's going to hit it hard down that first base line. So if you're the first baseman right now, be on your toes and be ready for a bullet.
Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Betts on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Here he comes again, 1-2. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now. Aboard at first is Pedroia here with nobody out. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. Here's Mookie Betts. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Next for the Red Sox.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First offering on its way. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. Stanton is after it, and they can't run it down. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Chopper to short. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all, as the Andrew Kashner, the right-hander standing
now
6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Andrew.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gio Urshela. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 0-1 the count. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
First pitch on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Kashner, or just Cash for short. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. His lifetime line against Andrew Kashner comes in with 6 hits in 19 tries. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And that'll hurt, as the runner will move into scoring position now. Here's the 1-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will be taken by Pedroia for route number 2.
Next for the Yankees, the right field.
Digging in, Aaron Judge. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and that misses for ball 1. Ball and a strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You can tell this guy's been in the swing.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 0-2 once more from Sabathia. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Nero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-1 home. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He singled his last time up.
Andrew Benintendi.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Bogarts, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
How frustrating is that, Dan, right there? Guy executes his pitch, batter's still able to dig it out for a knock.
You know, that's a really good pitch, and sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. Bogarts blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He'll score easily, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Second and third here, 1 man out. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
1-2, here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try again. 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate, and he's going to score with ease, as the throw will be too late.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't.
Pedroia.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And that run will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And Sabathia gets ahead here with the changeup. It's 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Judge is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. 2 men are gone now in the box.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
5
please.
2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch grounded to third, and he'll just step on third, and the inning is over. So Giancarlo Stanton now
Leading off for the Yankees, the left fielder.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hit on the ground to 3rd. Devers has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Edwin Encarnacion now. His lifetime line against Andrew Cashner. He's a .333 hitter. Popped him up. Devers is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So stepping in.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the 3rd baseman, Rafael Devers.
First delivery to him on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. A ball and no strikes. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Betances to take charge himself out there, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Previous history against Dellin Betances. He's gone 3 for 6. He also has 1 home run. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Outside 2-1.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Fielded by Encarnacion, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning.
Leading up for the Yankees, the catcher.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1. To 3rd. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Up next for the Yankees.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Your attention, please.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he pops it up. Pedroia over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Yankees. The third
at the plate, Gio Urshela. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Johnson, 28 years old. He's in his third season as a major league player. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. We're in the seventh inning now of a 4-3 ball game. The 2-1. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Aaron Hicks.
In now, Aaron Hicks. Shot toward right center. And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. One left for the Yankees. Score holds at 4th. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53.
Stepping into the box, Andrew Benintendi. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Right there for strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. The next 1-2 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he fouls this one off. Once again, a 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The next 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. This is on the ground over to first. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game.
Tommy Kahnle is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. A runner at first with no outs here. Here it comes on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 locks him up for strike 3. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. Benintendi leads off first with one away. Now a swing and a fly ball. Judge sprinting after it, but this will land untouched. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 50.
So it's a runner at first with two men out. And that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Swing and a liner. And Pedroia's got himself a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
Now at the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Boston's Matt Barnes is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back into this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Right side, hit hard. And this is through into right field, so the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Stepping in now, Aaron Judge, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, this one's been a bit of a head scratcher despite their home run production today.
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
4-3 our score here as we play the eighth. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now
stepping into the box, Giancarlo Stanton. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's 1 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and it's fouled away. In his career, Stanton is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah. When he knocked the donut off his bat on the on-deck circle, Matty, that was the only thing that was on his mind. He's been in this situation multiple times in his career. The moment will not get too big for him. He knows how to slow it down. Don't be shocked if he leaves Earth right here.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Here's the first pitch to him, and a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
In the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Up with it, Vasquez. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's
leading off for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Mookie.
Chad Green enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Hit to short. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
For the Red Sox.
Digging in now, Rafael Devers. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 0 for 4. Popped him up. Urshela in foul ground, and he brings it in on the warning track.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping up to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage, and he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley near. Brandon Workman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
44.
Next for New York, Edwin Encarnacion. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And a ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Vasquez gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Encarnacion is retired, and there's one away. Settling in now, Gary Sanchez for his career in this matchup. He's just 1 for 6. Ball 1.
Outside.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. It was a fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike. And he chased it in the dirt. Vasquez finds it, and the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Didi Gregorius. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
Last chance for the Yankees.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Bo Sox trail 2 games to 1 in this postseason series. MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, ALDS.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Previous history with Luis Severino, not a lot of success, 0 for 12. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And that's going to land foul. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And gone up into the second deck. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. His first homer so far in the series. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Batting third, the shortstop, Xander.
First pitch on its way. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it, and that's the second out.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Soft liner to the right side. And Encarnacion will take this to the bag, and the inning is over. The Red Sox are on the board thanks to the solo home run.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's only 2 for 10. Hard hit ball to short. And it eats him up a bit. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Batting second.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Urshela gets his lead at first, nobody out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here. Here's big Aaron Judge. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. And they'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Got a full count. 3-2.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Two balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton. First and second here with nobody out. Two and 1.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. The payoff pitch one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Torres.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep.
He extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His 5th so far in this series, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Ground ball right into the shift. Devers fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the 2nd out.
Batting it.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Betts is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll start things out in the top half of the 2nd.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
0-2 the count to Benintendi.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Previous history with Luis Severino, batting a robust .350. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Moreland stands 6'2" as you see him in the left-handed batter's box. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Digging in, Christian Vasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez. Hit hard back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're down here 5-1.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. they're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone. So if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Didi Gregorius sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
This is flared right back over the mound. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Aaron Hicks. And remember, he hit that two-run homer his first time up. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Leading off for Boston, the second baseman, Justin.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Lofted in the air out to right field. Judge is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting ninth.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got 5 base hits in 25 tries. He's gone down on strikes 12 times as well. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Now batting.
Hey guys, that's an excellent job right there. That's a back foot slider. Usually those are kryptonite for most batters, and he's able to fight it off, keep his hands inside the baseball, and deliver a base hit.
Mookie Betts will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, give the hitter credit right there. He was ready for that heater 0-2. But Dan, I question the pitch selection.
You know, sometimes as a pitcher, you don't want to give a good hitter the same pitch back-to-back-to-back, 3 pitches in a row. His thinking might have been right there. He had gone off speed 2 pitches in a row. Maybe he had him set up for the fastball. He guessed wrong.
He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And a good idea to hold off there as it goes to 2-2 now on the Boston third baseman.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
The 2-2 one more time. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. In with it is Stanton, and that's going to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Xander Bogaerts comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Bradley at third. Betts over at second. Devers is over at first with one away. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. 1-1. Here it is. Fouled away. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now batting, DJ LeMahieu. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The relay, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Aaron Judge is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up, Matt. If I were pitching, I might go right back in there.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Now batting,
Giancarlo Stanton now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
now batting, the designated hitter, Weaver.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Torres. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it, and Berry
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. They're up 5-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Benintendi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
Now batting, the first base.
Standing in, Mitch Moreland comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike. Benintendi aboard here at first with nobody out. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Here now the 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. Chopper to short. And he's safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from the first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 5-1 our score as we play the fourth here. Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set, and the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. The 0-1 changeup is high, 1-1. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. And he takes something off here, as this is a lazy fly ball out to center field. Hicks is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Jackie Bradley Jr. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Boston's just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Now this pitch is sent on the ground for the first baseman, Moreland, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Stepping in, Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats. And although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 0-2 once more. Count remains at 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that's in there for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
I like what he was trying to do there with the 2-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw it glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Pops this one up, but this will land untouched. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us would think when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Grounded back up the middle. And there are 2 away now. So a man at third here with 2 gone. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Too low, 1-0. Devers on third with 2 out. 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2 balls and a strike now. Three and 1 to Martinez.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the DH for the Red Sox.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
This pitch is popped up. LeMahieu is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Digging in once again, Aaron Hicks. He had that 2-run home run back in the first, making him 1-for-2 so far. Slider finds the zone for a strike. 5 runs, just 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit in the air to right field. Betts has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, second base.
Riding in once again, DJ LeMahieu. He doubled his last time through. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
This is skied out toward right. Betts has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks striding in for Boston. Andrew Benintendi, last time through, was a base hit.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
This one's flared out toward left. Stanton coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
First delivery to him on the way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
2-0.
On 2-0.
Now the 2-0 home. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. He's got it, and this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base.
Now batting,
ready for another shot. Now Christian Vasquez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
For the Red Sox.
Now with the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Stanton at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Fair to say,
Your
Hector
attention,
Velasquez
please.
enters to do the
Now,
pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Number 76, Hector Velasquez.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Devers gloves it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Next for the Yankees,
Torres will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. One and 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1, and he fouls this one off. Velasquez, the native of Mexico. This is his second year as a major leaguer. A bouncer to the left side. Devers has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Adam Ottavino is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Yankees.
Next up for the Red Sox, Jackie Bradley Jr. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Therefore, it is Stanton, and he's got it for the first out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Mookie Betts stands in as he looks at a called strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Rafael Devers the next to bat, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Ottavino, the former Colorado Rocky. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Another 0-2 coming. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And he will get there to make the running play. And that Edwin Encarnacion
leading off for the Yankees, the first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
And 0-2 count to Edwin Encarnacion. Ready on 0-2. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His third home run of this series, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Gary Sanchez swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
The 0-2 home. A bouncer to the left side. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius. One run in and one gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it is. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gio Urshela, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Hey, when I see a swing like that, this guy made up his mind before that pitcher even came set. He was pulling the trigger no matter what.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's one pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. Vasquez corrals it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Smoke toward third. Devers fields it cleanly. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 6-1 in favor of New York. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 68.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's got 3 base hits in 20 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 8 times as well. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Great spot with that pitch, down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Lifted in the air to center. Hicks is under it. One down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. One out, nobody on. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. So striding in, Andrew Benintendi. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball 1. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Red. Colton Brewer is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54.
Now at the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Two-one, here it is. Back up the middle. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Here it comes, 1-0. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in to try it again. Giancarlo Stanton. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. Moreland's there. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. 2-3 go the Bombers. They hold on to their 6-1 lead.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
Striding into the box, Mitch Moreland. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a Game 5. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Christian Vasquez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. In there, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter number 50.
Ready once again, Dustin Pedroia. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and Pedroia is going to have himself extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's the first pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Previous history against Dellin Betances, he's really struggled, 0 for 10. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. 1-1 to count. And there's ball 2 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so
there's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and it's gone. We're watching an impressive power display today with
next to the Red Sox, the right fielder, Mookie.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Aroldis Chapman comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 54.
Here's Mookie Betts. Liner toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
wow, throw a tent over it, bring out the crowd. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And they're going to chip away some more as this is down for extra bases. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
3 runs already home here. And a fly ball, and this should do it. And the Yankees have cleared their first hurdle. They're headed to the AL Championship Series.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game. Did a good job while he was out there, and he gets the W because of it.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
Our final